Wow. Spend enough time on a backwater like Ord Mantell, you almost forget what a civilized planet's supposed to look like. I did my officer training here, back before I was deployed to Ord Mantell. There was still a fair bit of reconstruction going on then. Rebuilding things the Imperials destroyed. I still can't believe the Empire managed to sack Coruscant back in the war. The capital of the entire Republic, and they raided it like some outer rim mudball.
Command was idiotic then, and they're idiotic now.
Hindsight's always clearer than foresight, right? We'll never let the Empire take us by surprise again. Anyways, we should get moving. Don't want to keep anyone important waiting.
Ah, you're here. It's a great pleasure to meet one of the Republic's finest. I realize you can't discuss it, Lieutenant, but thank you for exposing the traitors on Ord Mantell.
Where'd you get that information?
People in the know stay that way by employing people like me. I represent Venara Kale, Senator of Coruscant. She not only speaks for our capital world in the Galactic Senate, but oversees this planet's government. Senator Kale leads the effort to rebuild what was destroyed during the Sith Empire's invasion. Healing those old wounds has been slow and painful.
You're here collecting credits for the reconstruction, is that it?
A person with your skills can provide more substantial aid. This world faces many a crisis. A shattered infrastructure, a booming refugee population, whole sectors descending into anarchy. All of these hinder the rebuilding. Senator Kale believes you're specially qualified to deal with a dangerous and urgent threat. She'd appreciate the favor of a meeting. Immediately.
How long have you loitered around the spaceport waiting for my shuttle?
My time is the Senator's time, and I never wait for long. Senator Kale is the greatest leader we've had in decades. She'll not only rebuild this world, but the rest of the Republic with it. Speak to Minister Immo at the Senate Tower. Tell him you're expected. Good luck, and welcome to Coruscant.
Bemerati Haivo, Semper Finst Jun, Unisan, Dumo Ganyor Nord.
Thank you for coming on short notice. I'm Senator Venara Kale. Forgive my abruptness, but time is a luxury I don't possess. As you may have heard, Coruscant is overwhelmed with refugees fleeing Imperial tyranny. Many have been here since the war. The refugees took over the old Galactic Market sector, huddling in shops and warehouses that were abandoned during the sacking of Coruscant. They refused to leave.
They should be thankful. If this were the Empire, they'd be slaves, or worse.
I fear their current situation is little better. As so often happens when fear and poverty dominate, a criminal element has risen to take advantage of the situation. The Migrant Merchants Guild began as a political advocacy group for refugees. Over the years, it transformed into a ruthless and murderous criminal syndicate.
As if these people didn't have enough problems, now they're being controlled by gangsters.
These criminals exploit the very people their guild allegedly protects. They rule through intimidation and extortion. The Migrant Merchants Guild has grown increasingly hostile and violent. Their criminal enforcers have acquired military-grade weaponry. Earlier today, their thugs took to the streets. They attacked our security personnel, set fires, began rioting. We're facing an armed insurrection.
Have these gangsters made any demands?
They only seem intent on destruction. For generations, the old galactic market was Coruscant's central trade hub. Its importance isn't merely economic. It's a symbol of the Republic's freedom. The comm channels are jammed. We've lost contact with our security forces. I need your help ending this crisis. The criminals must not win.
I'll push those gangsters to the bottom of Coruscant if that's what it takes.
Burying them may be our best option, Lieutenant. Do whatever you must to save innocent lives from that criminal filth. Find my security chief, Captain Winborn. He'll help. Good luck.
Yes, Senator, that's exactly what I'm saying. I can assure you that I've seen no shred of proof supporting these rumors of a defection within Spec Force Division.
General, surely you understand. We need more than just your assurances in a matter of this.
My assurances are what you're getting, Senator. They'll have to be enough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I seem to have a guest.
But, General...
Impeccable timing, Lieutenant. I'm General Garza. It's good to finally meet you in person.
Did you just lie to a senator?
Certainly not. You've only just arrived and told me about Commander Tavis and the rest of Havoc's squad defecting. Before this moment, I knew nothing of the matter. I have to congratulate you. Surviving the ordeal on Ord Mantell took skill and courage. I'm impressed.
I don't need your approval, General.
And I don't need that tone, Lieutenant. It's good that we're learning so much about one another already. Sergeant Jorgen, I'm pleased to have you with us as well. General Vander holds you in very high regard.
Thank you, sir. But General Vander has an odd way of showing his regard.
Vander did the best he could for you, Sergeant. And I'd say a position in the Republic's most decorated Special Forces squad is doing very well indeed. It's regrettable about Tavis and the others. I knew they were upset, but I never imagined they would be so foolish as to defect. Nevertheless, whatever your former squad mates once were to us, they are now extremely dangerous enemies of the Republic.
Those traitors will suffer for what they've done.
I'm glad I can depend on you to do what's necessary, Lieutenant.
So, let's load up a strike shuttle and hunt Tavis and the rest of them down like the scum they are.
I would very much like to give that order, Sergeant, but I'm afraid we've discovered some new information since you left Ord Mantell. Our intelligence shows that hundreds of other Special Forces soldiers have followed Tavis and defected to the Empire. In short, Lieutenant, we have a catastrophe on our hands.
I can't believe so many soldiers could abandon our cause.
It's a dire situation, but we aren't out of options yet. We have one powerful asset that Tavis and his followers haven't planned for. You. Tavis believes you're dead on Ord Mantell, and that Havoc's defection is still a secret. Right now, Tavis will be securing his armament and supplies. We need to cut those supply lines while he isn't expecting it.
Makes sense to me.
In the past, when Havoc needed supplies outside of the normal Republic channels, they purchased the items from underworld groups here on Coruscant. I have units working to cut off these underworld sources, but two organizations are proving difficult. The Black Sun and the Migrant Merchants Guild.
I'll take care of these people for you, sir.
You'll begin with the Migrant Merchants Guild. Our intelligence indicates that they're supplying Tavis with a full platoon of advanced war droids. Your mission, in the broad strokes, will be to locate the droid shipments going to Tavis and destroy them.
Just mortar them all and save me the trouble, sir.
This is Coruscant, not a war zone. One of my people, Corporal Garum, will meet you outside the Migrant Merchant Guild's territory with the full operational details. These missions are critical, Lieutenant. Our future success or failure is contingent on how well supplied Tavis and his followers are.
I won't fail.
Good. The safety of the entire Republic depends on your success. I'll be observing your operations from here through your armor cam. Good luck, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
Pardon me, soldier. On behalf of Senator Doliber Bark, I praise you for your service and ask a moment of your time. The senator sent me as his representative, though he'd prefer to be here himself. He loves to walk among his people.
The senator sounds like a wonderful man.
Oh, he's the most wonderful man I've ever met. Today, the senator sent me to find brave and loyal citizens to help with a security crisis. It involves his work to restore the Republic to glory by re-establishing our technological superiority.
Want to elaborate on that a bit?
Absolutely. Senator Bark believes technology is the key to strengthening our military and re-establishing our healthy economy. Recently, the senator arranged to acquire a shipment of computer chips, advanced hardware that could create whole new industries for the Republic. Unfortunately, the shipment was hijacked by the Migrant Merchants Guild. Now, Republic security is afraid to take on the Guild's thugs.
You're looking for outside help?
Exactly. The senator says this issue is really over security's head anyways. Recovering the shipment of chips from the Guild would be a great service to Senator Bark and the Republic.
I can do this in my sleep. Maybe I will.
I can see you're a man of action. Perfect for this job. I'm glad I found you. To find out where the Guild has hidden the senator's shipment, you'll have to speak with Security Captain Denel Zahn. He ran the investigation. Then return the shipment to Senator Bark's office in the Senate Tower. I'm sure he'll want to thank you personally.
Lieutenant, Corporal Garum, sir. Ready to brief you on the Migrant Merchants Guild at your command, sir.
Calm down, Corporal. You might sprain something.
Yes, sir. I'll just get started on that briefing, sir. The Migrant Merchants Guild is a criminal organization comprised primarily of non-humans whose homes were destroyed by the Empire's assault on Coruscant. They began squatting in this district and refused to leave when Republic security tried to push them out. There's been an uneasy truce ever since.
I hope my mission doesn't make the situation worse.
Yes, sir. But the mission has to come first. General Garza informed me that your primary target within the Guild is a cyborg inventor named Krell. Reports indicate that Krell's strength and speed are at least triple the human norm, with genius-level intelligence to boot. Taking him down will be a real challenge, sir.
I'll stay alert.
Additionally, Krell has designed and constructed a full platoon of advanced war droids that we believe are intended for Tavis and the other Spec Force traitors.
A full platoon is a lot of firepower to lose. Tavis is really gonna feel this one.
General Garza wants all of Krell's war droids neutralized before they can be shipped out, sir.
What's so advanced about these war droids?
Heavy armor, multiple integrated weapon systems, and advanced combat and targeting logic, sir. The deadliest droids money can buy. Krell has his war droids patrolling the Migrant Merchants Guild base. General Garza wants them all found and destroyed.
Do you have a fix on Krell's location?
Negative, sir. We know he's inside, but that's about it. That concludes the briefing, sir. Good luck and good hunting.
In accordance with Security Force Regulation 1195, conversations with non-security personnel are to be kept to a minimum. Let's make this quick. I'm Captain Denol Zahn. Senator Bark's page ordered me to give you information regarding the Senator's stolen goods.
Where can I find the shipment?
Look, I don't work for him. If you want that information, we're gonna have to come to an understanding. Did the Senator's crony tell you where the shipment came from, or what these computer chips are for?
Now that you mention it, he didn't explain anything about the chips.
I'm not surprised. These political types like to gloss over details. The chips are from planet Ryloth. They're designed to operate remote control slave collars. Under Republic Law 4412, Rylothian slave collars and the chips used to make them are illegal in Republic space, even for senators.
Why would a senator need chips for slave collars?
To be honest, I don't know. But it really doesn't change anything. The law is the law. Our immediate problem is that these slave collar chips are spread around the Migrant Merchants Guild headquarters. First priority is get the shipment together again. After that, bring the chips back to me and I'll make sure they're destroyed.
Do you intend to prosecute Senator Bark for this?
Not up to me. My superiors will decide how to proceed with the case. Find the chips and get out of the Guild warehouse. Once you've got everything, I suggest you let us deal with the shipment, not the Senator.
Cut power to the whole blasted planet if you have to. We can't let those crazies take over the network.
Captain Winborn, Senator Kale said you needed backup. What's the situation?
We're getting cut to pieces down here. We're not trained to fight an army of killers. These gangsters are smart, organized, clearly trained off-world. They'll kill thousands. Might even destroy the Senate Tower.
Senate Tower is nowhere near this sector.
Scum found themselves a way around that little detail. The gangsters brought slicers to access every network node in the sector. They're trying to take over the automated speeder flight paths. They'll cause thousands of mid-air collisions. It'll rain debris on the Senate Tower like a meteor storm. No telling how many will die.
Send a man to warn the senators. They need to find shelter.
I sent word right before you got here, but there isn't enough time to save everyone. We have to stop this here. The gangsters have armed patrols guarding the network access points. We need to push them back and manually lock down the terminals. Get enough terminals, and we might just pull this off. My men will back you up. Good luck in there.
Republic scum! Do you really believe you can come here and destroy my creations without conscience? When you die here today, your feeble Republic will learn what it means to meddle in my work.
In the name of the Republic, I order you to surrender.
Surrender to you? Don't be ridiculous. I could crush your skull with a single hand. You're far too late. My plans are already in motion. Soon the people of this world will be brought to their knees by my greatest creations, my masterpieces.
I won't let that happen.
This is no idle threat. The droids you destroyed were mere playthings compared to what I have now created. I have taken ordinary humans off the streets and implanted several of them with advanced cybernetic enhancements. Their abilities now rival even my own. The cyborgs' enhancements are internal and undetectable. The subjects themselves don't know who among them was augmented, and neither will anyone else until it's much too late.
I'm gonna make you pay for hurting those people, Krell.
Fool! This cannot end in any way but your death. After you've been dealt with, I'll release my creations back to their normal lives, to wait until my hidden programming activates.
This guy's full of it. I don't buy any of this.
Once my masterpieces begin their work, the people of Coruscant will never be safe again.
That's not gonna happen.
You can do nothing to stop it. All you can do now is die. Destroy him!
Come in, Lieutenant. I want you to move immediately and destroy the cyborgs that Krell created. We need to deal with them now before they can disappear into the normal population. These situations are never easy. These people did not choose to be what they now are, but many more lives could be at stake. You have to eliminate Krell's creations.
Those people have done nothing wrong, General.
What these people have or haven't done is irrelevant. I need to prevent what they will do. I'm giving you the kill order, Lieutenant. I take full responsibility for the consequences. Now get it done.
Killing these people is wrong, and you know it, Garza.
It's right for the Republic. That's our only concern. Garza out.
This is a waste of time. We should be going after the traitors, not gunning people down just because some madman said they're dangerous.
I'm not going to murder these people. I don't care what Garza says.
Whatever we're gonna do, let's do it fast.
Stay back. The door's locked and sealed. You can't get in. We heard all of the fighting, and we heard you talking to that freak Krell. We're not coming out until you swear you won't hurt us.
Just open the door. Let's talk about this.
But we're not cyborgs. I know if I was some half-machine freak. This is insane.
You out there. Listen, I'm not sure about these others, but I can assure you that I'm not a cyborg.
What? Are you calling me a freak like Krell? I am not a freak. Maybe you're the cyborg and you're trying to trick everyone.
I am not! He spent far more time operating on you than he did on me, so if anyone's...
Both of you, stop it! None of us are cyborgs. That's all there is to it.
Prove you aren't cyborgs and I'll let you go.
What do you mean, prove we aren't cyborgs? You might as well ask us to prove we're not Rancors. It's obvious, isn't it? This is insane. Even if a few of us are cyborgs, would you really murder all of us just to be sure none of the cyborgs escape?
You're right. This is absurd. I can't do this.
Then you won't hurt us? You'll let us go?
You're free to go. All of you.
Okay. Stand back. I'm going to open the door. Come on out, everyone. It's gonna feel so good to go home.
Stay safe out there.
Thanks again, soldier. Farewell.
Lieutenant, my orders were perfectly clear. Eliminate Krell's cyborgs.
If you want to court-martial me, Garza, you go right ahead.
I just might. Once all of our work against Tavis is finished. If I can't trust you to follow orders, then I have no use for you. Lieutenant, when you are on a mission, you listen to my orders. Then your brain, then your heart, in that order. There's no room for sentiment in our line of work. There should be similarly little room for it in you, or we're doomed to fail.
I'm always gonna do what I think is right.
Then you won't last very long at all. Return to my office now. We need to discuss your next assignment. Garza out.
My man can't believe you took on all those gangsters and lived. You're a blasted hero, you know that? With the network terminals locked down, the speeder traffic is secure. Now, all that's left is pushing out those gangsters for good.
Some kind of encrypted message on the network. Looks like a recording.
Let me see that. It's an old Migrant Merchants Guild code. I think I can decrypt it. Here we go.
You accepted our friendship, Senator Kale, and credits. It's time you paid us back. All we want are the housing projects you promised our people now.
Your people will have to wait their turn like everyone else. I owe you nothing. If you continue pushing me, I'll destroy you all.
I can't believe Senator Kale would deal with gangsters. Could that message be forged?
The call was placed directly to her office.
Your extortion attempt has failed. My people are pushing back their little army as we speak. It's over.
Nobody breaks a deal with us, Senator. We'll have what we want one way or another.
This is way above my pay grade. I'm not destroying the reputation of Coruscant's most popular politician. Take the recording. I don't want it.
Why ask you to shine my boots? The recording is criminal evidence. That's your department.
You're Republic military. You outrank me. Besides, this can't be what it looks like. Senator Kale has done great things for Coruscant. She's a good woman. Give her a chance. My men and I will stay down here. You should go back to the Senate Tower.
That
will be all, Minister. Dismissed. Captain Winborn contacted me. You thwarted an attack that would have killed thousands. You have my gratitude. Unfortunately, you also have a holo recording I would like destroyed. Its contents will only cause harm.
Did your security chief spoil the big surprise?
The Migrant Merchants Guild warned me. They're courting my favor as if bargaining were still an option. It never was. My opponent in the elections was a vile man. Lazy, stupid, and corrupt. He wasn't interested in building, only taking. I had to win. But I didn't possess as much wealth as he did. When those gangsters approached me, I accepted their donation, and I'd do it again.
Do you hear yourself? After everything that's happened, you still won't admit to being wrong.
I'm not wrong. If you'd witnessed the suffering on this world, the poverty and despair, you'd know that. I stole from those criminals to rebuild Coruscant for its people. Set things right. I'll bring the Migrant Merchants Guild to justice. You hold the power to ensure my success. Let me finish healing this world. Please, destroy that recording.
If you really love the people of Coruscant, you'll admit what you've done. Let them decide whether or not to forgive you.
You think I'm dishonest? I'm just a realist. But there's no point arguing it with you. I won't force you to go public. I'll call an emergency meeting in the Senate. Tell them the truth. Let them decide.
Coruscant will be rebuilt, with or without you. I promise to help finish what you've started.
Perhaps you should run for office. I'll see to it you're properly recognized for your heroism in the old galactic market. Farewell.
Come in. I'm Senator Bark. Hiram has told me you found someone to aid in our cause. I presume that brave citizen is you. Tell me, did you recover my shipment from the Migrant Merchants Guild? Those chips are very valuable.
What are you planning to do with these chips?
I assure you, my intentions serve the good of the Republic, regardless of what the captain may have told you. Laws regulating slavery are holding the Republic back. These chips, innovative, labor-saving, and simple to use, can help demonstrate why it's time for a change.
The current laws are the ones we must obey.
Progress often requires the sacrifice of outdated ideals. Slavery was once an accepted practice in the Republic. It continues with great effectiveness in many Outer Rim worlds. The Sith Empire makes extensive use of slave labor, which is one of many factors that gives the Empire a military and economic advantage.
I didn't enlist to help enslave innocent people, sir.
Your idealism is refreshing, but we're not fighting for ideals. We're fighting for survival. I have no time for a lengthy philosophical debate. Can I have my chips now, please?
These chips should be destroyed.
You uptight moralist. It's people like you who are holding the Republic back.
Ah, Lieutenant. I trust no more needs to be said about your work against the Migrant Merchants Guild. Let's move on to your next target, the Black Sun, a powerful organization composed of Coruscant's most violent criminals. Black Sun has a wide network of sources providing them with the deadliest weaponry available, including a powerful nerve agent that they're selling to Tavis in bulk.
I can't believe these groups are operating on the capital of the Republic.
Coruscant hasn't been the same since the Empire's attack, just before the treaty. I suppose we're fortunate that things aren't worse. A Spec Force Sergeant Jaxo has carried out some advanced reconnaissance of Black Sun's headquarters. You'll rendezvous with her for a detailed plan of attack. We can't risk any of this nerve gas falling into Tavis's hands, Lieutenant. Use all necessary force. Dismissed.
Look what the Wampa dragged in. I was beginning to wonder if I'd see you again. Did you get the shipment of slave collar chips?
Take these chips and destroy them, Captain.
Oh, I will. Senator Park will be disappointed, but the law is the law, even for senators. I know he probably offered more, but I can at least give you the standard rate for your work.
I'm just glad we found them before Senator Park did.
I'm with you on that. To be honest, I can't think of a more detestable technology. I've got a lot of data work to do now. We don't want the Senator finding any fault with the way this was handled, but you've got my thanks.
Wow, you're the new Havoc CO. Must be my lucky day. I'm Jaxo. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
Working with a beautiful woman on a dangerous mission? I'd say it's my lucky day.
You want to focus, sir? We've got a job to do here, remember?
Nothing says your boss can't have a little fun, Sergeant. Let's get those op details out of the way. Your highly enviable task is to destroy a cache of nerve gas canisters that the Black Sun Syndicate is shipping to Tavis. The gas is called Travorce. Scary stuff. One canister can cover a square kilometer with 100% fatality inside of 10 minutes.
A street gang with nerve gas? You've got to be kidding.
I'd say selling weapons-grade nerve gas puts Black Sun well outside the street gang category. Lucky for us, it's pretty easy to neutralize Travorce, at least while it's still in the canisters. The compound in this bottle renders Travorce completely inert on contact. Just plug it into the canisters inside the Black Sun base, and the whole batch is history.
That sounds easy enough.
Yeah, but you'll have to shoot your way past Black Sun's toughest enforcers to do it. You also have another objective. A few hours ago, a bright red case was moved into the Black Sun space under heavy guard. If whatever's inside that case is valuable to Black Sun, it's bad news for us. So your job will be to find the case and bring me its contents.
Consider it done.
One last detail. Black Sun has signal jammers throughout their base, so General Garza won't know to send help if you get in over your head.
This constant surveillance was getting on my nerves anyway.
You should enjoy it while you can. I never get that kind of support on my ops. Once you've taken care of the Travorce canisters and nabbed whatever's inside that red case, be sure to meet me back here to confirm the mission results. Good luck, Lieutenant. Hey, you're back. Was the op a success? Were you able to neutralize the Travorce?
Mission complete.
I wouldn't expect anything less from a man like you. How about that red case? Were you able to grab whatever was inside?
The case contained this blaster, Sergeant.
I've never seen one quite like it. Must be some sort of new prototype. I'll take it back to headquarters for analysis. Maybe we can find out where Black Sun is getting their weapons. Looks like we're all done here. It's been a blast, Lieutenant. I hope we get to work together again sometime.
I'll be sure to put your name forward the next time I need backup.
Sounds good to me. See you later.
Come in, Lieutenant. This is General Garza. A situation has developed with the Senate, and I need your help.
You're on your own, General.
I'm afraid your help is mandatory. Despite my best efforts, 3 members of the Senate Defense Committee have learned about Havoc Squad's defection, and they want to know the specifics. It's an informal inquiry for the time being, but you can bet it won't end there. I hate politics.
We don't have time for this, General.
I'm aware of that, Lieutenant, but we have no choice in the matter. The senators have asked that you appear in their office at the Senate Tower immediately to testify in the inquiry. I'm barred from influencing your testimony, but I will remind you that the more information that becomes public, the harder our job becomes.
Are you telling me to lie to the Senate, General?
I never told you to lie, Lieutenant. That would be illegal. I have merely reminded you of a relevant fact. The senators are already waiting for you. Hurry back to the Senate Tower and try to get this over with quickly. Garza out.
As if we didn't have enough problems already.
Lieutenant, make yourself comfortable. On behalf of the Senate of the Galactic Republic, I want to thank you for appearing on such short notice for this informal inquiry.
Just doing my duty, sir.
I assure you, we will not hold you from your duties any longer than necessary, Lieutenant.
The purpose of this inquiry is to investigate the defection of several members of Republic Army Special Forces Squad number 326, codenamed Havoc Squad, to the Sith Empire.
Now, you recently served in Havoc Squad on Ord Mantell, Lieutenant. Is that correct?
That's right, Senator.
While serving on Ord Mantell, all of the members of Havoc Squad, excluding yourself, defected to the Sith Empire. Is that correct?
Yes, Senator. My squad defected right in front of me.
Now, did Commander Tavis or any of the other members of Havoc Squad show signs of, say, instability, anger, frustration?
Yes, they were all pretty off balance.
Lieutenant, let us speak hypothetically. Do you believe that anyone serving on Ord Mantell should have seen this situation coming?
I don't think anyone could have seen this coming, sir.
Commander Tavis and the others must have been quite subtle indeed. I have one final question, Lieutenant. What connection, if any, exists between the events that occurred on Ando Prime and Havoc Squad's decision to defect?
Senator, I would remind you that the circumstances of Ando Prime are classified and occurred before the Lieutenant's involvement in Havoc Squad. You may ignore that question, Lieutenant.
Tavis said the Republic left Havoc to die on Ando Prime. Is that true?
As I said, Lieutenant, that subject is classified. You needn't trouble yourself about it.
Your part in this inquiry is concluded. You may return to your duties now.
Goodbye, Lieutenant.
It's good you've arrived, Lieutenant. We have a great deal to discuss. First, let me congratulate you for your work on the Black Sun operation. You did well disabling that nerve gas. Also, that prototype blaster you confiscated will teach us a great deal about the Black Sun sources.
Whoever the Black Sun sources are, they're good.
And whatever you hope to achieve with your Senate testimony, you certainly didn't make my job any easier.
This isn't about making your job easy, General.
The easier my job is, the easier your job is, Lieutenant. Try to keep that in mind. On to more pressing issues. My agents have discovered a vital new link to Havoc Squad here on Coruscant. Jack Carden, the founder of Havoc Squad and Commander Tavis's former mentor, has been spotted on the city's lower levels. He's serving as an officer in a local vigilante group.
Is Carden tied with the defection, General?
Carden resigned his commission and disappeared after the debacle on Ando Prime. If he's turned up now, it can't be a coincidence.
Consider Carden neutralized, sir.
If possible, I'd like you to capture Carden alive. If he is involved in the defection, he could provide us with invaluable intelligence. The vigilante group Carden is working with is called the SWTOR's Brigade. They control a large area of Coruscant's lower levels and are openly hostile to all outsiders.
Why do we tolerate these hostile groups here on Coruscant?
Most areas are safe. These sectors are the last pockets of lawlessness, aftermath of the Imperial attack. Our surveillance shows that Carden spends most of his time in the SWTOR's main base. You will attempt to capture him there. Carden is a crucial link to Tavis and the rest of the Havoc traders, Lieutenant. Bring him in no matter what it takes.
I'll have Carden back here on the double, sir.
I'm counting on you, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
You listen to me, Carden. Helping you has already put my operation at risk. You will do exactly as I say, when I say, or
you'll what, Captain? I'm not one of your lock-stepping drones. This part of the op is mine. End of discussion.
How dare you?
Intruders! Put those blasters on the floor, soldiers. Nice and slow.
Unless you want to die, you should follow your own advice.
It's over, Cardin. You, the imps, Tavis, you're all going down.
Not gonna happen, soldier. Now drop that weapon before... Havoc badge. Is this a joke? No. You must be the new recruit Tavis told me about. So you survived after all. Can't say I'm surprised, honestly. Havoc always did recruit the best.
I don't want to hurt anyone, but I will.
You are persistent, soldier, I'll give you that. I'm impressed. I didn't think the old lady would send someone after me so quickly. After all these years, Garza still hasn't lost her edge.
What are you waiting for, Cotton? Kill the whelp! Or do you lack the true resolve to fight for the Empire?
My loyalty is to Tavis, not to your Empire and not to anyone else. You want the trooper dead? You take care of it. I don't kill good soldiers. I'm heading down to the works to make sure everything is prepped.
You aren't going anywhere.
Do yourself a favor and die now, soldier, before you get in any deeper over your head.
Open fire, men!
Come in, Lieutenant. Is it my imagination, or were those Imperial soldiers you just fought?
You must have finally lost it, Garza.
When I want a useless answer to a question, Lieutenant, I'll ask for it. This is serious. Imperial soldiers in uniform operating on the lower levels of Coruscant, and Republic security knows nothing about it? Incredible. We need to learn more about this link between the Justicars and the Empire. If they're hosting our enemies, they might have some useful information for us.
If the Justicars are hosting our enemies, they should be annihilated.
I agree, Lieutenant. But we should learn what we can before we grind these traitors into dust. Surveillance shows that the Justicars have their primary computer terminal in that base. Find the necessary access card and activate that computer terminal. My technicians can then slice in and uncover everything the Justicars and Imperials have been up to.
You really think the Justicars keep data on all of Cardin's activities?
As ex-military, I'm confident that they will have all their operations and personnel well documented. Just find the access card for the Justicar's primary computer terminal and activate it. My technicians will take care of the rest from here. Garza out. Good work, Lieutenant. My technicians are accessing the Justicar files now. Patrol schedules, supply manifests, prisoner records. Ah, Card and you. I think we've found what we're looking for, Lieutenant. You have a new target.
Are you saying the old man isn't my objective anymore?
Cardin is still an objective, but not your only objective. Cardin had the Justicars work with the Imperials to hijack and rebuild an abandoned Republic communications relay, down in an industrial area called the Works. Apparently Tavis and his followers are using this relay to route all of their interplanetary communications. If we destroy it, the traitors will be completely cut off from one another.
Taking the traitors down will be a lot easier if they're isolated.
I'm sending Sergeant Matham to bring you the explosives. You'll need to destroy the relay. He'll rendezvous with you shortly.
Dangerous ops are always the most fun.
One last thing. Cardin didn't seem to mesh with the Imperials. I don't think he's as convinced of their supremacy as his protégés are. You're sure to find him guarding that comm relay. Kill him if you have to, Lieutenant, but try to persuade him to surrender peacefully first.
With all the trouble Cardin's given me, I'd rather just off him.
Kill him if you have to, Lieutenant. But not just because you want to. He could still be a highly valuable source of intelligence. Cardin's only concern is the safety of the former Havoc members. He may not be loyal to us, but he isn't loyal to the Empire either. Convince him that it's in the best interest of Tavis and the others for him to surrender. That's the best way to sway him.
Can't hurt to see if Cardin will listen to reason.
I know Jack Cardin, Lieutenant. Convince him that surrendering is the only way that everyone comes out of this alive, and we'll have him. Now, hurry and rendezvous with Sergeant Matham. You'll need those explosives regardless of what happens with Cardin. Good luck. Garza out.
Hey there, LT. Sergeant Matham reporting for duty with fun toys in tow, sir.
Let's see what you got for me.
First item of business is your detonator, sir. A Zerka Arms 53R high-yield thermite explosive. Guaranteed to get a party started. Or ended.
How far away should I be when this thing detonates?
Well, tempting as it is to watch this thing go off, you'll want to be a good way off when it does, sir. Now, the comm relay you're going after is in the Works, an industrial area on the lower levels of Coruscant. It's a dangerous place, LT. Besides the Imperials you're bound to find, the rogue service droids down there will squash anyone they can get their big metal claws around.
Well, things just keep getting better.
Once you've made your way to the relay, plant that detonator on the generator coupling at the center and clear out of there before it goes off. That's all there is to it, LT. I won't hold you up any longer. Good luck.
Still alive, huh? You really should have gotten out of this while you were ahead, soldier. Now you're a risk to Tavis and the rest of my people. So Havoc Squad or not, I'm going to have to kill you.
If you cared about Tavis and the others, you wouldn't have let them defect.
I've made my choice. Tavis, Wraith, Needles, Gearbox, Fuse, they're like my children, and I abandoned them. I resigned and left them to fight alone, just to make a point. They need my help now more than ever. I'm not going to abandon them. Not this time.
The Imperials are the enemy. You aren't one of them.
The Republic came just as close to killing me as the Empire ever did. As far as I'm concerned, everyone's my enemy. I know you're trying to get into my head, soldier, but it's not going to work.
Think what you want, Carden. Doesn't make my point any less true.
All I know is that you're really trying my patience, soldier. I don't even understand what you're trying to convince me of here. I'm trying to keep my people alive, and it's your mission to kill them. That's all there is to this, soldier.
I served with your people, sir. I don't want to kill them.
Well, you've certainly taken your time trying to kill me. You've already compromised the relay. Even if we take you out, it's only a matter of time until Garza has this place slagged for a click in every direction. And by now, Garza will know exactly where all the defector bases are. They'll be tethered banthas, cut off from each other and all...
Excuse me, sir, but shouldn't we be...
The Imperials might offer help, but it won't be much. They'll all be left to die.
It's useless to resist, Carden.
Damn, I can't believe it's come to this.
Sir?
All right, soldier, I'll go along with this. But if you harm a single one of my people, you will be dead within the day. Understood?
If your people won't come peacefully, they'll still have to be dealt with.
And if you kill one of them, you'll be dead within the day. That's a promise. Let's get on with this, soldier.
I can't allow you to go into enemy custody alive, Carden.
Are you still here? The op's over, people. Finished. Mission failed. So get out of here while you still got the legs to carry you.
You leave me no choice, sir. Ready your weapons, men!
Reminds me of old times. Here's my weapon. Consider me surrendered. I'll make my way up to the Senate Tower and turn myself in. See what Garza wants to do next.
I'm glad to have you back on our side.
I never said I was on your side, soldier. I'm doing this for my people, not for your Republic or anything else. Anyhow, I'm sure we'll meet again.
Bringing you in alive better not have been a waste of my time.
And you better not have been feeding me a load of garbage. See you topside, soldier.
Let's go take out that relay and give Carth's little baby something to think about.
Ah, the hero of the hour. I'm proud of you, Lieutenant. You've done well.
I'm good. What can I say?
There's no denying that, Lieutenant. But please, try not to let your self-satisfaction affect your future performance. Jack Carden walked up to the Senate Tower's front door and surrendered himself in broad daylight. I never thought I'd see the day. Carden's help will give us quite an edge against Tavis and the others. I'm glad you could change his mind.
Carden is more trouble than he's worth.
All the more reason to keep him where we can see him. The SWTOR's computer files included messages relayed between 4 locations. Our technicians are working to pinpoint those locations now. There can be no doubt that the messages will lead us to the other traitors. Thanks to your efforts, we'll be able to bring them all to justice very soon.
Tavis and the others won't even know what hit them.
As it happens, we've already discovered the location of one of the Havoc traitors, Wraith. You remember Senator Krasul from your meeting with the Senate earlier? Wraith kidnapped him from his home just afterward. We've tracked them to a remote space station called Port Raga.
How could Wraith manage to kidnap a Republic senator?
Wraith was chosen for Havoc Squad for a reason. Her skills are exceptional. One of our teams is already en route to Port Raga. They'll investigate the situation and give you a detailed report on arrival. You've accomplished some amazing things, Lieutenant, but there's no time for a break yet. Whatever Wraith is planning, we cannot allow her to succeed. Understood?
I won't rest until the job is done.
I know you won't, Lieutenant. Havoc Squad requires its own starship for operational flexibility. Our ship has already been transferred to your command. It's waiting at the spaceport now.
I hope you're not putting me in some second-rate junker.
I appreciate your confidence. Only the best for Havoc Squad. Fly to Port Raga and meet with the advance team immediately. Your orders are to rescue Senator Krasul and capture or eliminate Wraith at all costs. Good luck, Lieutenant. Dismissed.
Let's get out there and take down some traitors.
My new master at last! I am C2N2, steward of this vessel. It is my extreme good fortune to serve you.
Glad to have you aboard. Tell me your functions, C2.
C2 series droids represent the latest advances in everything from starship technical maintenance to nutritional advice tailored for your specific organic needs. Welcome aboard the Rendili Hyperworks BT-7 Thunderclap, a rapid assault craft designed especially for Republic Special Forces at enormous taxpayer expense. Along with the usual accommodations, you'll find a secure captain's locker for storing valuables. Your bridge contains an ever-updating map of the galaxy. It's quite beautiful to look at. Priority alerts from the Republic network are accessible at the HoloNet console. Long-range communications are available via the Holo Terminal. And finally, the ship's intercom will inform your crew that you wish to meet. Do you have any questions, Master?
Prep the ship for flight. We're leaving shortly.
The ship is fueled and ready, Master. There are just a few final points we should review first. As you can see, I am not equipped for physical danger. My function is to maintain the starship as your home away from home. I am happy to assist you with any non-hazardous task, of course. I pride myself on the utmost attention to detail.
What do you consider a non-hazardous task?
I am programmed to modify other technology. I can also perform long-range surveillance and diplomacy. I'm quite useful, I assure you. Whenever you are ready to depart, consult the galaxy map on the bridge. The ship's computers will handle the rest.
Calling Coruscant Spaceport Authority. Request permission to depart.
You are clear for departure. Have a pleasant flight.